What's up, guys? We're going to start off right away with a 0 to 60 and a 20 roll. Then we're going to move on to the nitty-gritty, interesting FA24DiT engine specs. Then it's going to be a few videos of the passing power at highway speed, finished up with my own GPS testing. Stay tuned to the end to see what it actually runs on the streets of Mexico. Manual mode, boost rev. Manually downshifting to build some boost. Let's go. Not bad for 96 degrees, right? Alright guys, and here is the vehicle in question, my 2022 Outback Wilderness that I have owned since September of 21. Here is an FA24DiT. Here is the engine in the vehicle. And then since the Outbacks no longer have the external hood scoop, this is what it looks like underneath the hood. The air is channeled through the vents in the grille, and then it gets to the intercooler that way. At this point, you're probably wondering how adequately equipped is the Outback Wilderness in the performance department. How many races will I win, or blokes will I be able to pass? Well, let me tell you, if you haven't already experienced it through the video, it doesn't disappoint. Exceptionally impressive for a 2-ton, 9.5-inch ground clearance all-wheel drive wagon with a 444 final drive ratio. That can also get nearly 30 miles per gallon highway in my typical commute. That's more ground clearance than a base 4Runner and as fast as an RT Charger in my area. This is not a full review, as that will come later. Welcome to the FA24DiT. This 2.4-liter turbo started in 2018 as a 2019 model year with the largest Subaru, which is the Ascent. This is now the turbo offering for the Ascent, the Legacy, the Outback, and the 22 and newer Subaru WRX. It's similar to the 2015 to 2021 FA20DiT turbo from the WRX, but this one has been bored out to 146 cubic inch by a 3.7 inch diameter and a 339 deep stroke. With a compression ratio of 10.6 to 1, it's pretty average for a turbo 4 cylinders compression. It has a max boost pressure of 14.5 while still on 87 octane, which peaks at 277 foot-pounds of torque through all of 2,000 through 4,800 RPM, and a peak horsepower of 260 at 5,600 RPM. GPS will be shown later in this video, which you'll notice that the true 0 to 60 was 6.29 and a 14.6 quarter mile at nearly 4,000 feet of altitude. Since turbo engines lose roughly half what a gas naturally aspirated engine does at this altitude, that means it should be about 6 or 7% more powerful at sea level. The later GPS 0 to 60 time I show was at 5,000 feet of altitude with a passenger on a wet road, which the time was still in the 7s, not bad for this class of vehicle. Prior to the FA series of turbo boxer engines, I personally would not buy a turbo Subaru due to previously questionable longevity concerns with reliability. This new version has developed off the last gen's shortcomings. I think this is Subaru America's best turbo boxer yet, and one I've had no problem yet in owning for over 14,000 miles in almost a year. It's direct injection to help with air fuel efficiency and internal temperature, as an improved cylinder head design, thicker cylinder walls and connecting rods, as well as beehive valve springs and a timing chain rather than a weaker traditional style timing belt. To help inspire confidence, this engine was made for durability, especially with low-end torque and towing, as can be seen in what the Ascent is really good at. The expected dependability should be evident by the sole powertrain that Subaru is going with for their turbo offerings. What's nice is the Outback weighs less than the Ascent, has a lower capacity for towing, which just makes me think that this engine is gonna last the length of the vehicle. Overall, the Outback's Turbo 4 is an awesome power plant. I would have no reservation in recommending it as an adequate amount of power to haul the family, a loaded down vehicle, towing, or even just embarrass some other 14-second cars like V6 or older GT Mustangs. Anyways, back to the power. Here are passing videos all at highway speed. And here are the numbers I promised. As you can see, it did the quarter mile in 14.65. Quite impressive for being a non-prepped closed course in Mexico. 0 to 60, you may notice, without a foot of rollout like the magazines counted. It actually did 6.03, how it would be rated. This was the one on a wet surface with 2 people at over 5,000 feet of altitude in the 7s. And then here's actually a 2021 Forester with the 2.5 liter engine as comparison, quite a bit slower. And then here is an old Crosstrek I owned, a 2019 with the 2 liter. Those numbers are also some of the better ones that I posted. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Take care.